Which realm are you coming from? Where are you coming from?
Wait! He was sent by Satan himself.
Satan.
Yeah. We sent by Satan himself. He brought us here. We are the highest rank.
When Satan sent you to her, don't you know that I am here? What do you want from her?
Let's kill her.
Huh?
Let's take her life.
You want to take her life? How do you want to take her life?
By car accident.
Car accident. Which day in the year? Which month and which day?
May.
May. Which day in May?
17th.
17th of May. You want to kill her by accident in May 17th. What exact time?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Where? How did the accident happen? How are you prepared in the accident? A truck. From where?
Cape Town.
From Cape Town. Where exact? Which point?
Hospital bin.
Huh?
Hospital bin.
Where?
Hospital bin.
I'm asking these questions so that you can understand that there are no accidents. Never say there are accidents. Everything you call tragedy and accidents were all carefully programmed and launched in the spirit realms. See what's going to happen? When? 17th of May. There's an exact location. The truck has been prepared. The circumstance has been programmed and timelined. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. What kind of anointing that can provoke such a thing? In a second, something was exposed. Did I pray? The demon has left. Not touch. This should be what church should be. Not talking. This is church. It's not Bible school. This is ministry. Able to tap into the spirit timelines and distort the agenda of the devil and reprogram the timeline. That's what it is. Bring her up. Who is she to you? Your mom. Imagine losing your mom by accident. How would that feel? Less than a month. Just a month and few days, right? Come. God bless you. You are free in the name of Jesus.
You don't know we were gonna plan to make her drive the car. Because we want to make her kill her life. You didn't know that.
Don't say I didn't know it, but let's assume I didn't know it.
We wanted her to kill her life.
But I canceled it.
We made her depressed, so she will take her life. Her husband is gone. You thought you could save their marriage. He's gone. He applied for a divorce already. We got them. They separated. So now we're gonna make her take her life, and she's gonna do it because she's gone. She's suffering because of us. We make her suffer. So that accident will be us that's making her take her life. You will see it. You're gonna see it. That's our God. That's what you didn't know. She's gonna kill her life. She's gonna take her life. And they all suffer in that car accident. That's what will happen. Because she's already planning it. She planned to do it. Oh, and she will do it before she needs to appear for a divorce. And then we will try and take a child after that. We will make him sick. We will make him sick. She will die and her descendants too. You will not stop that continent. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Leave her. Leave her. Stand up. Stand. Bring her to me. Listen, you have spoken your lies. Leave her. Leave her.
Leave me.
Where do you come from? Which realm are you coming from? Where are you coming from?
Wait! We were sent by Satan himself.
Satan.
Yeah. We sent by Satan himself. He brought us here. We are the highest rank.
But okay, if you're the highest, where are you? On my feet. You see how low you are, yet very high in the spirit. Okay. When Satan sent you to her, don't you know that I am here?
That's why we stopped her from coming to church. You didn't know that?
Doesn't Satan know me? Doesn't he know me? Didn't you know me?
Yeah, I know you.
Of course he knows.
Because you tried to take over Cape Town. We're coming for you. You got all these people under you. Whatever. We met in the spirit. And now you try to save us.
You know you can't remove it. I'm the only one that can remove it. She can't. There are 5 rings. 5 rings in one finger. Not rings, 5 rings in one. So Satan
will not come back.
Sent you, and he wasn't afraid of me to send you.
That's why we kept her from you. We kept her from coming here. She didn't come to church for a good few weeks. But she wanted to, but we kept her away. We're the highest rank.
What rank is that?
The highest, we in the 3rd dimension of hell. You're the highest. God, no.
I'm trying to prepare the body of Christ to start ascending. What we're fighting is not physical. These creatures, these demons are in realms. And because they are in realms, they're able to use humans. They're able to manipulate circumstances, create accidents. And we are here. We can't interact with God. We can't ascend. We can't depart the body. We say God is our God, our Father. We can't see Him. We can't travel to the realms where the Father is. Nothing. We are just here by faith. If this is what you call Christianity, then I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Paul traveled. Peter traveled. Enoch traveled. Show me Abraham traveled. Jacob traveled. Show me one man in the scriptures that didn't interact with God in another realm. Show me. You think what I'm doing here is by mistake? If you don't have the authority that I have, the realms I've get into, and you try this,
you think that fire that you just shot out of your eyes? We are whole legion. We are whole legion.
Stand up. Stand up. Come. Stand up. Come here. Walk with him. Come here. Come here. Come. Leave her. Give me your finger. Bring your finger.
No.
If I don't remove this ring, she will never be free.
No, leader.
Hold her finger.
Perfect afternoon. So I'm Courtney Clausen and this is my mom, Renee Matthews. So today at the anointing service, as we were coming up, Papa located my mom and he prayed for her for a car accident that was about to take place in her life. And that's when I came up and I was actually planning the car accident. I was planning to drive my car because I was suffering from severe depression. I was planning to drive my car straight into a truck. That was the plan. And I wouldn't care who's in the car with me as long as I just die. That is what I was planning to do. And what led me to the depression was I received the summons and it's been back and forth fighting with a divorce and I was being caught. And that's when I planned the car accident in my head and I was like, okay, so before I need to go to court, I'm gonna smash the car into whatever, whenever. And that's when Papa located us and prayed for us. So after he prayed for me, I felt a light weight. I feel like a light weight, that the heaviness has lifted from me, because for days on end I've been suffering from severe depression, and now that he prayed for me, I feel so much more lighter, and I trust and I know that God is about to do a work for me. And I want to say thank you so much, Papa, for your prayers. Thank you so much, Papa, for being the watchman in all of our lives and taking care of us and laying your life down for your sheep. So for that man of God and my Papa, my father in the faith, I want to say thank you so much. I want to thank you. We don't know what we have. God has blessed us with a mighty man of God. He has blessed us. So I just want to say thank you, Papa, for everything.
Good afternoon. I just want to say praise and glory to God, and thank you, Papa, for the praise and always looking after us and protecting us in the spirit. For the past 2 weeks, I've been feeling like I couldn't shake this feeling that I'm not going to live long. And I kept on having this feeling I'm not going to live long, but I never shared it with anybody, not even my husband. And then Papa prayed now because I was going to be in a car accident and lose my life. And I thank you, Papa. I thank you for ending it right there, for stopping it right there, the plans of the enemy. And that feeling is lifted now. I don't feel that way anymore. I'm feeling lighter and much better.
So what I want to tell the people out there that is suffering with something that I've been going through, there is hope and there is power in this house. Come to this house and you will definitely receive your deliverance and your miracle, because I know after this prayer my miracle has come. So come to this house and come receive your miracle, because there is hope and there's definitely power in this house.
Special announcement from the Office of the Bondservant of Christ, John Anosike. Please beware of fake accounts on social media, be it Facebook, YouTube, and all others impersonating the man of God, asking for funds from people. Please note, Pastor John does not have any orphanage in Nigeria or in any country, nor does he ask anyone to donate to any orphanage. Also note that the only official page of the man of God, Pastor John Anosike, is the one with over 451,000 followers. Our YouTube channel also has over 155,000 subscribers. Note that the man of God does not chat, send friend requests, nor inbox people on social media, be it Messenger or WhatsApp. Therefore, anyone doing such is false and should be treated as such. This is a notice that you are informed and sensitized to be alert and vigilant. Stay connected and keep subscribing to the teachings of the Bondservant of Christ, John Anosike.
Due to malicious and fraudulent activities, please note that these are the only official 2 accounts of the ministry. For EFT or bank transfer, bank